so juicy.
Call it Motown, call it the Motor City. To Lions fans, this is home. Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. On the visiting sideline, you see head coach Matt LaFleur. His guys just 2-4 in their last 6 games. Across the field, it is Lions head coach Dan Campbell. His team looking for a spark, hoping their fans will give it to them here at home as we are set to go.
Don't get put in that blender. Hold on, who is you? Pat him down before you enter. Don't you hang with the eyes talking about he don't remember. Trying to copy what I do. You is not a printer. Make get they suit touch begging. I ain't even got $2 for you. Roll call when I'm coming with me. No, this ain't jump ball. You can't jump with me. Ball and jump, man. Touch hands. We about to bump then. Better bang yours. Cause I bang mine. This ain't happen overnight. It take time. You seen the Super Bowl, the cheat code. Game time. Game time. Game time. Yeah, it's game time.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. The losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, it's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And he won't quite make it to the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sucked them last week resolves itself this time around.
Incomplete. DJ Reed there defensively.
To throw now. Here's Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down.
It's third down.
And he'll send the tight end in motion here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
On fourth down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Lions will take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, came really within 1 quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is gone. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Goff now looks to throw. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. 3rd and 4. Here's Goff. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the sign judge, incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
On 4th down, Goff. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and that will force a turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. The Lions offense, led by their running back, headed out for the 2nd possession. We get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, and he sets the pace here in the latter stages of the season. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We're coming to this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we could walk away with a win.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, a pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Here's Jack Fox on to punt.
For the Lions.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And the result here, a pickup of 8, leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Jack Campbell, 8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2 at the 22-yard line.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
Third down.
Love now. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
Goff now looking to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Third down and 6.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now it's gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
It's 4th down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Love. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Covered by Brian Branch.
Now Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Green Bay.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Credit that sack to Marcus Davenport.
2nd down.
How about they spread the field in their formation, all those receivers running around, and not a single one of them finds a window in that zone. Great communication on the back end. Everyone pointing out different guys in their assignments, and guess who pays the price? The quarterback as he gets dumped.
Under pressure, and they get it to him again. Aiden Hutchinson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Reed. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
We hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10. At their own 26. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark it down at the 49. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Goff. And he whips that one incomplete there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense just opened it somehow. Then get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, giving 5 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Still in the 1st half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Coverage by
Love. This complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Lions now. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard.
There's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
Complete to number 87, Sam Laporta. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. The Lions on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Goff now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the 1st half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Short throw. He's got Kraft. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And he shot to tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
24-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play.
Love will sneak it. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
2 yards. First down, Packers.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Kirby Joseph with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And the numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here. He is up there among the NFL leaders in TD passes. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll work this one out to about the 38. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Goff.
38-yard line.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield. And down to the 43. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Lions. First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
The Lions at 6-5 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful. I expect them to do just that.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's a gain of 5.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
3rd and 1.
Back to throw. Goff. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards. From the 21, here's 2nd and 2. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he stopped immediately there.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd.
Here's Goff. To the sideline and incomplete. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And he's brought down. turned away on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. And that makes him now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Romeo.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Herbie Joseph on the coverage.
Operating from the gun. Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
19 yards.
First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. Play action this time with Love. Got his man. That's Luke Musgrave. And he's taken down inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. Rifles one. That's going to be intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Over the middle and taken in by Laporta. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
15 yards on the play. That's good for a Lions.
Goff. Finding his big receiver Patrick over the middle. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Again, Goff. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. Ball on the 27. Here's a 2nd down and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Lion.
Play action. Here's Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Kenny Yeboah, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the lead.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone. It looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. Here's Love. A throw left side. It's hauled in by Golden. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Lions' 37.
Love now. He finds his man. Complete. It's Reed.
Love's pass. Complete to Jaden Reed. It's a gain of 7. Brings up
On 3rd down. Lloyd. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves this distance. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's taken in by Golden. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here's 2nd and 10.
Moves to 2nd and 10.
Throwing. Love. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hanson with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. Oh, he shifts past him. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
At the 39.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
An 8-yard gain.
On fourth down, Goff. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for the Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 50.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. Second down.
46-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
A shotgun snap for Goff. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be brought down. It looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Goff now looking to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now second and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the Packers' 32-yard line.
Now Goff. Pass complete. David Montgomery the target. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Gain of 4 yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
To the air again. Goff. Montgomery another target and catch. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. David Montgomery hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The try here for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just look into each other's eyes and realize what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a three-possession game.
Second and 9 at the 28-yard line.
On play action. Love to throw. Completed out left to Dobbs. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
First down, Packers.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Lloyd. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. Touchdown, Packers.
Touchdown, Green Bay.
Marshawn Lloyd, 47 yards. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Love throwing for it. And he's got it. So the try for two successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Packers 11.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Goff. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 32-yard line.
They run. Montgomery. And they'll push forward for a couple to the 34. 3rd and 2.
34-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up
back to throw. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37.
Again to Montgomery out of the gun. Runs through the contact. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now 2nd and 5. Gone. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On the keeper, here's Goff. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Lions 1st down.
Now Montgomery, he's got it on the draw. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. 2nd down. These two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Goff now looks to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Lucas Van Ness in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Kenny Clark providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to kick it away. 46-yard punt with a return at 7.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A 7-yard gain on the play.
In motion, the tight end. To throw now, here's Love. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
First down.
Throw left side, it's hauled in by Golden. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's second down.
Matthew Golden. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Now again, right side. Lloyd. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Ryan Branch on the tackle. A gain of 21 yards. First down, Green Bay.
Love, they go play action now. That's to Golden. He's got it right side. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Now at Ford Field. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Love now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up the third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Love. Steps away to his left. And Love is going to slide down and pick up the first. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Jacobs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown.
Green Bay.
Josh Jacobs, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have taken a fourth quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes the right read seemingly every time. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Oh, he sheds himself free. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Lions
Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say, not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. Extra point splits the uprights, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for second down.
You want to talk about the proverbial deer in the headlights? That's exactly what he was when he got the ball. Went to hit a lane and get upfield, and all he saw, extra defenders bearing down on him. Perfect time to dial up the blitz. An excellent call.
Now, after the loss, he'll have to navigate a 2nd and 17. Now Love. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 12-yard line. Now that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Goff. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now it's gone. And it's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a...
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Bates' kick is good. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Working out of the gun. Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop, red zone territory at the 13-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Detroit's offense ready to take over. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim fourth-quarter lead, but whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Running left, Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Lions look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a two-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here. They've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
32, Packers 18.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the two-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a two-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing. Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
He's brought down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's Love. That is caught. And he's going to have the Packers first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And a Packer first down.
Love looking to throw it. And that was off the mark behind him. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have her looking at 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Going back to Love. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jordan Love, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Packers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Got his man, it's Williams. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a first down.
A gain of 6. That's good. We're on Lions. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Now Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 146 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
That's good. We're on Lions. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. Goff. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Goff now to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Devontae Wyatt picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt, and now a chance to tie the game on this possession. They'll swing that out wide to Jacobs.
From the 22, here's second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Firing quickly out wide is Love. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up third and 2.
6 yards. And it's third down.
Love from the gun. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, man, that is just a flat miss. He's in the pocket. The protection holds up. He sees his man come free, but maybe he just gets a little excited about the prospect of a long touchdown.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He'll get this one to Patrick. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And right side, they're going to go option here. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Now we'll pause for an injury, and it's the quarterback, Jared Goff, shaken up on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's third and goal.
Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here is Montgomery on third and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's Love and the Packers.
Down by 10. A little over 50 seconds remaining. A fourth straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a first down.
Over the middle, he's got Golden.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 33-yard line.
And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples, but I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They come up now on second and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
And now down to 24 seconds after the spike.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them, but they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Desperation time here. Love on fourth down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Green Bay.
And he'll stop it with a spike here with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Here comes second down. Love.
And that is is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. One last shot now for Love.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Detroit, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead they fall to 5-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports. between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium.
Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they come in riding high. Just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
It's been a lot of fun watching him advance.
That's caught right side by Worthy. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Now Mahomes. Flushed out right. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Noah Gray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, and this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And he continues to be a nightmare for teams to defend in the red zone. You see the graphic. He's 2nd in the NFL in terms of rushing touchdowns by a quarterback.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
They had a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles, it's been their day.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
16 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And a short gain here down to the 22.
He was taken down at the 22.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from walking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
First down, Chiefs.
Over the middle, complete. That's Rice. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation.
2nd and 6 from the 10.
At the Cowboys' 10-yard line.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Just shy of the goal line at about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Pick up with 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Hunt. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he will make it back to the line of scrimmage, but that is all. 4th down coming up as we reach the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They run for it with Hunt. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Kareem Hunt, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. No hesitation on the decision to go on 4th and goal from the 1, and they punch it in.
And I do believe the field position factors in there, too, because even if they don't get in, you're going to force the other guys to go the full 99 yards. And to me, a good calculated risk, which actually paid off.
A 10-play drive that time. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 3rd. Kansas City defense, they make what needed to be done to get the W.
And that has to feel great because all during the week, that's one of the goals that they talked about. Going on the road, making that stadium their own, establishing themselves in the game. Give them credit. They got all those things done.
Yeah, both sides of the football did their job in this one.
A 6-yard pickup.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
That's good.
Prescott now. And that's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
George Pickens with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense. He made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the Cowboys' 43-yard line.
They run again with Hunt. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Kansas City, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. So for Charles
sideline. That's head coach Zach Taylor. His side would be happy to continue this recent stretch, winners of 5 of their last 7. Facing off against him, head coach John Harbaugh of the Ravens. These guys are ready as they always are to play in front of this home crowd, hoping the extra surge of momentum pays off in a win. Kate Scott and Brock Huey with you on the call. This is rookie Tyler Luke to do the honors. And off we go on Thursday night primetime. Here's Charlie Jones with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here come the Bengals, ready for their opening drive. And at the helm, won his 2nd Comeback Player of the Year award last year with a career-best season. Now in year 6 here in the NFL, it's Joe Burrow. Made by Chase Brown. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Burrow setting up the play action. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. Well, as we see the names populating this injury report, partner, we recognize they've had to do some adjusting over the course of the season as key contributors have gone down.
And this, right here, this is where fan favorites and surprise superstars are born, Kate. From guys having to step in as a result of these injuries. You never root for players to miss time and go down, but you always root for the guys filling in, who are getting their shot to make their name and contribute when it really matters.
2 yards on the pickup. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. To the air again, it's Burrow. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Robbed for the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down. Burrow out of the shotgun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Now give up the middle to Piron. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. And down he goes. The Ravens defense gets it done. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense, and now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins. All in all, Kate, I call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here now are the Ravens on offense to begin their first drive. And they're brought out by someone who is the modern example of an elite running quarterback, the multiple-time MVP, Lamar Jackson.
A decade plus before Lamar, it was a guy named Michael Vick who was the standard for dual-threat quarterbacks. Well, today, that standard is Lamar Jackson, who at his best is an MVP caliber player, the most exciting player, not just in his position, but in all of football. Don't let that running overshadow the strides he's made as a passer, too, in the pocket and as a franchise quarterback to build upon.
Now Jackson off the play action. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Now his opening drive not going anywhere yet. Already 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Lamar now from the gun. Deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And now the Bengals have it. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Really smart play from him there, Brock. Not just to fall on the football, but to take it in for the score.
Yeah, a word we don't normally use with the lineman a lot, quickness, right? Usually the corner skill guys, but he was quick, man. He downshifted in a hurry for 6.
Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Bengals go up 10-zip here in the first.
Ravens nothing.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And he's been more than just his passing touchdowns this season. In fact, you can see it right here. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing scores late in the campaign. Here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Here's 2nd and 11. Setting up the screen. And he'll get it up to the 27. And the Bengals bring it out of 5th DB. They're in the nickel, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year is over. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
A 2-yard gain on the play.
On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
First down, Bengals.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. We're going to wind up losing yards on this play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
With on 2nd, it's Brown. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Here he is on 3rd and long. Taking a big shot for the end zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on 4th. He punted 4 times last week in the win, and his first of this week is away. Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL. But it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
And he gets this to the 5 before going out.
He's out of bounds at his own 5-yard line. 4 yards.
Putting a receiver in motion.
2nd and 6.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, Bronk? It's a gain of 5, 3rd down coming up.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here's Lamar on the sneak. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for Baltimore. First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. He hits the lead perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. They catch it behind the line.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. It's his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
5-yard gain on the play. And the Baltimore 1st down.
Play action. Here's Jackson. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This is man, it's DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Jackson keeping it himself. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. The Bengals are out in front. Back to the bank in just a moment. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They're advancing it well as they face 2nd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Jackson now on 3rd. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. They bring him down, but not before he advances it all the way to the 20. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
And he's out of bounds. Looks like he only got a yard, and that's going to set us up for 2nd and 9.
Out of bounds at the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Jackson. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
The coverage line.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
Oops, knocks it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead's 7.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Starting from the 5. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Short pass brought in. First down, only gets about a yard here. The defender there to force him out. From the gun, a give to Brown. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
A gain of 10. And the Bengals first down.
Burrow from the gun. To the right side and reeled in by Chase. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
16 yards. First down, Cincinnati.
Here's Burrow. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
For T. Higgins. Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow again. Caught, nice gain left side. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
First and goal, Cincinnati.
Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the Ravens make the recovery.
Okay, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play. No one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. It's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
Now the Ravens all set for another possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. Hits him on the out route. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 22-yard line.
Lamar back to throw. Drop-off cup on his back. Now that's not what the offense style is. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Now here's Lamar. So now they're facing fourth down.
That one really stings, Gabe, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And no one has been better than him at finding the end zone through the air all year. He's leading this league in passing touchdowns late in our season. First and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
It's a pickup for 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll try it right with Brown. And he's going to have this up and across midfield, partner, to the 48. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's first and 10.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Bengals.
Brown quick on the draw here. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Design bootleg here. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete.
Hey, Gabe, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Third long from here. It's caught. Chase has it. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
And a Bengal first down.
Burrow to the air now. Gets this to Fant. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 24-yard line.
Again, it's Burrow. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
It's 3rd down and less than a yard.
Burrow's going to sneak it. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the first down.
2 yards on the play. First down, Cincinnati.
Burrow out of the shotgun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw, Burrow. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Third and short, it's Burrow. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a 13-point lead. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. And they've loved the scoring production he's brought out of their offense. That touchdown gives him 10 on the season. McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals double their lead to 14.
17. Ravens 3.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. We see the Ravens making their way out now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. First down, here's Lamar. Lofts it deep right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and they knocks it free. Incomplete.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 12.
Lamar off the play fake. And the Bengals are too much. They take it down. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of 3rd down.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Lamar now from the gun. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Well, hold on a second. We've got a Raven hurting pretty good out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Mitchell off the pistol give. Oh, the football's loose! And the Bengals get to it! Well, they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
You know, this just can't happen on 1st down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is a premium on every down, every distance. But on 1st down, it is especially a killer.
The Bengals and running back Chase Brown getting set to begin another drive here. And he's played a major impact in their passing game, too. Look at this. We're near the end of the season, and he's leading all NFL backs in receiving yards. Off the play fake, Burrow. Hits his running back. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. Brought down by the versatile All-Pro, Kyle Hamilton.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's 2nd and 5. Boyd hauls it in. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Hits him on the in route. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
To the air again, it's Burrow. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. To throw again, it's Burrow. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Bengals with a chance to add to their lead. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Burrow. And he's got it. It's in close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's 2nd and goal. Sticking in the air, it's Burrow. And he's got it! That's a layup for it, but touchdown! The Bengals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals stretch their lead to 21. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Ravens and Keaton Mitchell just about set to get going again on offense. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Right side and into the hands of Bateman. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Look at Cam Taylor-Britt getting up there to track that one down.
Cam Taylor-Britt. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Jackson now on 3rd. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for a Baltimore 1st down. 1st and 10.
One of the tight ends in motion left. 1st down throw for Jackson. Into traffic, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. Along the sideline. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Looking slant round, complete. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Lamar throwing again. Completed over the middle. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Throwing here just before halftime. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. So we've reached halftime, Brock, in a lopsided contest so far. Let's hear what Scott Hanson has to say. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Huard.
Thank you, Scott. Great work there. We, on the other hand, didn't have a great first half. Just hoping things get a little bit closer this time around as we get set for quarter number 3. Has this at the 6. This makes it up to the 25. The Ravens and Keaton Mitchell just about set to get going again on offense. In that first half, they just couldn't keep up the pace, but they're going to be the ones setting the pace here to begin this 3rd quarter. Mitchell up the middle. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
2nd down, they're going to the option. And that's good for a gain of 5. Play brought to an end by Logan Wilson.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. The Bengals and Jamar Chase about to take over on offense once again. And he hasn't been a stranger to the end zone this season. No, sir, including on their prior drive, Brock. A pretty important touchdown for him when you look at his season total. Burrow now on 1st down. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Jamar Chase. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
From the gun, P-Ron. This is a nice gain. Nearly moves those chains. He's got it up to the 36.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, Largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And this defense is going to win this round. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
Ooh, this is where the coach gets paid to make the decision for the offense. If they're stopping you short on a 3rd down sneak, you better think a while before going for it.
Begins his return at the 16. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Baltimore running its offense out now. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Play fake. Jackson. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Lamar's going to keep this one. And he's not able to escape. The zone read doesn't work. It's going to cost him a couple of yards, too.
Send a pretty clear message to the QB right there on that one. No one fooled for a second as they create the tackle for loss.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Jackson throwing here. Setting up the screen. On 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
Not terribly complicated on this one, just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Bengals and Joe Burrow all set to take over. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Here's Brown to start the drive. And no touchdown here. Just needed a few more, but this one goes out at the 3. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Running quick there. They bring him to the 2. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
And he will score. It's a Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals can cruise to a win, growing that lead further. How quickly things can change, partner. The pain for being taken down that prior play, yeah, I imagine that's gone and forgotten now, and it's been replaced by the adrenaline from finding the end zone there.
Yeah, that defense could have certainly used the pass rush from the previous play because that quarterback had plenty of time to scan the field and make a throw, and he gets an immediate measure of revenge for that sack.
Point after up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals continue piling on to this lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now Baltimore returning its offense to the field of play. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First down, here's Lamar. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23.
Motioning left is their running back. Dumps it off to his running back. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
To Keaton Mitchell. A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Jackson to throw it. Dialing up a receiver screen. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
It's 4th down.
is a humbling moment to see a completed third down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
They'll send out the punting unit. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. Fair catch, but we can see both a flag and the punter on the ground. Let's see if this is a call for 5 or 15 yards. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. Running it after the penalty. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Now Jackson off the play action. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, third down coming up. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
That's good for a Baltimore
On first down, they'll run. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Offense set for a 1st and 10.
4 yards. That's another Baltimore.
Lamar now from the gun. Pass caught, 9-yard line. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
That's another.
From the red zone now. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete.
You know what that foul is called, right, Kate? OTB. Over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
3rd and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd and goal.
Jackson yet again. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. And if you like scoring, well, no doubt this dude's been one of your favorite quarterbacks to watch this season. And his rushing touchdown, number 10 on the year. And he's really had a running back's nose for the end zone every time he's taken the field. Luke tacks on the extra point. And the Ravens cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21.
Ravens 10.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Fields this one at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Bengals, then running back Chase Brown, getting set to begin another drive here. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. Straight ahead they go with P-Rod. They're working a couple of yards past the line. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Completed to his running back. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Markers reset, ball at the 37.
1st down, Cincinnati.
1st down carry for Brown. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Here's the give to P-Rod. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Burrow. Hits him on the out route. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. The Ravens and Lamar Jackson ready to go again on offense. And this is the type of game that's going to get people talking when people look at the numbers that he's posted running with it. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Running right with Mitchell. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 37.
From the gun, Jackson. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Short pass brought in. And he's officially in the enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Jackson keeping it himself. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be 2nd down. 1 quarter left until we see who wins this game. And in honor of Coach, enjoy some turducken this fine Thanksgiving night. It's Ravens football. They're going to look for points here, no doubt, but might be too little too late for them in this lopsided contest. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Jackson to throw. He finds Bateman on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Rashad Bateman. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. He's running for it. Juke the defender. We will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
That's good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. It inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense. You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Extra DB out there for the Bengals. 3rd down coming.
6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now here's Lamar. This one's hauled in by Wester. They are on it short of that 1st down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. 4th down now, trying for the 6 with an option. This is close, but I don't think he got there, Brock. The stop is made in time. They're turning this over on downs.
4th down, you want the ball in the hands of your biggest and best playmaker. In a lot of offenses, that is the QB. They trusted him to run for it, but the defense locked it down in time.
Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Brown. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And it went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. Burrow from the gun. That's incomplete left side. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Burrow out of the shotgun. This connects with Higgins. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Off the option. Here's Brown. Oh, skip ball. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there. 2nd down.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
From the 31. Gets it to him on the screen. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. 1st and 10. Ball set up at the 48.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Now a shotgun handoff to Brown. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Burrow to the air now. Finds him over the middle. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. They're turning to the option on 3rd and short. And that short gain is enough for him to set it down. And 10 from the 41. Now we'll give it the middle to Piron. He's going to have about 2. It's 2nd down now.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the gun, again to Brown. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down. Burrow back to throw. Hits his running back. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down. Evan McPherson on for the Bengals field goal. This is a 50-yard look from the right half. This kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the advantage now sits at 24.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Ravens trotting out their offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Mitchell gets it from the gun. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Again, this is Mitchell. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too. 3rd and just 2 to go.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Trying to get it with the option here. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
That's That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
One of the tight ends motioning left. Here's 2nd and 7. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll come up 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for a Baltimore.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Completed over the middle. And this one does not go far. That's the 2-minute warning here from Baltimore. Ravens hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 28. Short pass caught by his tight end. And this is down to the doorstep of that red zone. Another yard to reach it and pick up that 1st down, too. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. And they're going to be set up at the 11 after that play. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
That's good for another Baltimore Raven.
From the red zone now. Dumps it off to his running back. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. 2nd down now, 7 to go. They bring a tight end in motion right. Out of the shotgun, they'll get it to him inside. They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9.
Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
And the Bengals bringing out a 5th DB. They're in the nickel, 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Jackson. And no one had a shot at that. It's at the back of the end zone, incomplete.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately no connection to be made.
And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it. It's already over. But go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Coach Zach Taylor getting his Bengals out there for their next drive. And even with those 2 timeouts left across the field, they can still kneel out this win and send us all home. Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. Brown on the inside give. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So the Bengals take this one on the road. And I know we talked about this in meetings this week, Brock, but I want to bring it to the air now, too. How much is a chance to play on this day, on Thanksgiving, and then to win this game viewed and valued by the guys out there?
Yeah, I think they will say, maybe at the podium afterwards, that it's just any other game, and every win's a win in the NFL. But you know, kind of like primetime games, when the whole country's watching, when your family, your friends, your peers, everybody gets to take this in and celebrate a holiday, yeah, it's very special.
So for my partner, Brock Huard, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bengals emerge as winners as we say so long from Baltimore.